Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As many of you know that have watched the channel for a while and stuff, you've come to find out that I live behind enemy lines in California. And so I have a story to go with this knife, and this is why we say behind enemy lines. Uh, as you know, there's a lot of things wrong with California. They have a lot of messed up laws. They have a lot of messed up politicians. Uh, I'm not going to get into politics too much because I don't like the political stuff. To tell you the truth, I am a victim of it, and not a fan of it. Uh, but this is a perfect example of why. This knife that you see before you is a buck 110. This is a collectible version of it, celebrating the 120th anniversary of Buck Knives as a company. Uh, this particular commemorative is sold through Walmart, and it sells at a great price. It's just under $40. It's like $39.99. So I went to buy this a couple weeks ago, and I was using the Walmart app, and it said I couldn't order it. It said that it was not available to be shipped to my zip code, nor was it available at any local store. I went to Walmart to see, what was going on. The people at the store had absolutely no idea that this was happening. And what's crazy about it is that you can go to the sporting goods section and they have Buck 110s on the shelf, but they won't sell this particular pack. So I asked if I could order it through the store, just to get it delivered to the store, and I would pick it up then. And they said they no longer offer that program of the shipping things to the store since they've gotten the app. But they had no answer for me at all. I am almost positive that the lawyers at Walmart have decided to not sell knives through their internet apps or their websites to the residents of California because of our messed up laws. And so I don't really blame them for, covering themselves against litigation that is completely unfounded. But I am kind of upset because this is a knife that is absolutely 100% legal in California to own, to carry, to possess, anything you want to do with it, except to take it to airports or courthouses or, any place that is restricted like that. So it violates absolutely zero California law, but they won't do this through an internet application because I guess they are afraid that they'll be prosecuted by the Attorney General for some reason. And it just makes me upset. And people wonder why you say behind enemy lines and stuff, and it's because of reasons like this. Because the way I had to get this knife was luckily, Tom from Knife Light said, yeah, I'll be glad to order it. Now, he could order it through his Walmart app and they delivered it to his house. Then he took it to the post office and mailed it to me. Now this is not circumventing any kind of law or statute or anything else. It's just that, there's no reason at all for this to be any kind of a restricted item whatsoever. I think anyone that thinks a Buck 110 should be a restricted item definitely is not dealing with a full deck. A few fries short of a Happy Meal, as it were. But I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what ticks you off about California. You can tell me what ticks you off about Walmart. You can tell me how should we handle this situation, because I don't know if Walmart will listen to us, even if we all banded together and emailed them. I don't know. If you're in California, I'd like to know, have you also encountered this kind of a problem trying to get something, through Walmart that's, and I'm not talking about firearm related stuff because that is a complete mess and a whole other subject that that a knife channel shouldn't delve into. But I've been a victim of that process too, and believe me, I'm hoping to get that fixed here shortly when the courts finally, comply with the Supreme Court decision. But it's just crazy to me that that they do this kind of stuff. And, you know, and what we're looking at here is just a regular buck 110. I've taken the liberty of getting the plastic off for us, so we can now check this out and see it in its full unpackaged glory here. But I mean, other people have showed this knife. It's cool. It's just that mine has this really weird story to go with it, and one that I think definitely needs to be told. Wow, this is in there deep. But this is the coin, and it's really cool. Celebrating 120 years of buck knives. And here's a, on the reverse side, you have Hoyt Buck, you know, basically at his forge, I'm guessing with a knife in one hand and a bolt in the other. I'll have to inspect this a little bit closer, but you know, looking through the viewfinder, that's kind of what I see. But it's just a really cool thing, and something that, you know, should be celebrated. Buck is a great American company, started in California, but because of California's crazy business laws and stuff, has moved lock, stock, and barrel to Idaho, God bless them, because they couldn't deal with all the shenanigans that Sacramento puts on them. Of course, you have the nice little certificate of authenticity here. We'll look at this, celebrating 120 years of craftsmanship. Since the first hammer blow in 1902, we've been creating the finest quality knives designed specifically for those who demand the most from their tools. Now, 120 years later, our passion hasn't faded, our craftsmanship still rings true, and our focus on those who use our products remains unwavering. Here's to the next cut, next generation, the next 120 years. From C.J. Buck of Buck Knives. And I totally agree with that, Mr. Buck. I completely hope and pray that our great nation lasts another 120 years, and that Buck Knives is a part of that history going forward. Of course, I just may be optimistic, that's all. Well, let's take a look at this knife. Let's see if we can get this out of here without causing any damage to ourselves or to the knife itself. That would be good. There we go, we got that out. Before we take a look at the knife, on the back of the tin, it's got that same image that's on the coin. And this is fantastic, and I know the sheath is underneath here, because I've seen that on other ones, but we don't need to see the leather sheath. But a couple of things I noticed about the knife is, besides the 120 anvil edge, or blade etch rather, it's also listed as a Buck 110 on the tang stamp, which is really kind of cool. I hadn't seen that before at USA. And of course, it's just your standard 110. Just nothing that's you know, too crazy. Just a regular, normal 110. We've seen them, we love them, we own them, we use them. There's nothing at all contraband about this knife, but it feels like I had to get it smuggled in. And thank you, Tom, for being my accomplice. I hope I didn't rat you out too hard on YouTube here, but you know, like I said, nobody did anything wrong here except the interpretation of California statutes and you know, whatever the you know, lawyers for Walmart are doing to protect Walmart as a corporation. Which, like I said, I don't really blame them, because, you know, you don't need to have a bunch of lawsuits when you're a company that you're just trying to sell stuff to people. But when you have goods and services like this, if you're not going to sell it through your website, Walmart, if you're afraid that you can't verify who the person is that's purchasing the knife, or their age or whatever, then please set up a thing where customers can order this to a store, and the store personnel can verify the identity and age of the person buying the knife or whatever. It doesn't have to be too hard. I mean, you guys do shipments to stores every single day, and I don't think that would be an undue burden on your logistical process. But for certain items like this, especially for, you know, collectors, knife collectors in particular, we just want to have a collectible knife. We're not into doing bad things or harming anybody or anything. This is just purely for our own hobby and our own entertainment. So I don't see why it would be a problem to accommodate us. But like I said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you think we need to start some kind of an email campaign to Walmart, or to see if they'll even respond? Maybe you guys, maybe some of you work for Walmart. Maybe you have more insight on this than me. I'm just guessing as to what the reasons are. But as far as I can see, there's no reason for anybody in any of the 50 United States or anywhere where Walmart is, if it doesn't violate the local laws, there should be no reason why you can't order this knife. I mean, all the knife companies that are out there, if I ordered a buck 110 from anybody, from DLT Trading or Chicago Knife Works or Smoky Mountain or any of those, they'd all ship it here because it doesn't violate any of the laws here. It's nothing scary, and something that's been around for over 50 years. It's an icon in the industry. So I don't understand all of the legalities, but yeah, we definitely got to change this thing. Until then, until I'm able to either leave the state, hopefully. I mean, that's the whole thing, is that it makes me, this is my home state. I was born here, and it's one of those things that I have to uproot and leave to be able to enjoy the same freedoms that other Americans have, just one imaginary line over, on the map from where I'm at. It's kind of nuts, and it really shouldn't be that way. If we're going to be united, we need to be a little more equal in the application of the different laws. I think we've just gone way overboard here on the West Coast, unfortunately, and you're seeing that. That's why the population is moving to other areas. And I would just say this to people that live in those other states that kind of resent the, oh, Californians are moving in. The Californians that are moving are more than likely the ones like me that are seeking freedom, and they're a lot more aligned with your views than the people that are in the big cities or in the state capital. I think that a lot more of them are going to be looking for the same freedoms that you enjoy, and they're not wanting to turn it into California. If they're fleeing here, they don't really want to bring it to your state. I know when I lived in Texas, that was a conversation I had with many of my neighbors. They would ask me, the same thing. Do you want to make Texas like California? I was like, heck no. I'm in Texas because I don't like what's going on in California. And the reason I came back is because of family. Because family is something that you can't uproot everything, but as your family grows and contracts and stuff, it's hard. A lot of the people that we moved back for, they're still here. And so we're, with them, and we're supporting them, and you can't just, up and leave, but there are some others that have made that decision to go ahead and go, and we miss them and stay in touch electronically, but it's just, it's not the same. You guys know that. I don't know. Maybe this got a little too long. I'm just fired up about this. It's just dumb. It's just dumb that I can't order this knife, a collectible knife, from a store that I've done business with for I don't even know how many years, as long as they've been operating in California. It's just nuts. But anyways, I'll get off my soapbox now. I hope it wasn't too strenuous for you guys to listen to, and I hope you enjoyed it. If not, but yeah, go ahead and tell me all your worst California stories and stuff. I can take it. At least I say that now. I may be crying tomorrow at this time. Anyways, I will see you in the next one. I hope your days are better and you don't have to go through crazy stuff like this. But have a great week, guys, and I will see you in the next one. All right, take it easy. Bye.